Hey y'all, what's us to do on a Friday night in a different city? We're at a super Walmart. It's so big, and my boss was telling me about this chocolate hummus, and she said it tastes like brownie batter. So you know I'm gonna do it. And y'all, Big Bubba, I had to get me some more Big Bubba right here at Walmart. Mom's ringing herself out at the self-checkout, honey. But she's making sure she's getting her coupons. You gonna double bag so it won't rip on you? How many bags did you get? Once you scan it, go on and put it over there in the bag. All right, Deanna, you were right. This chocolate hummus is good. We're eating it with these pretzels. Yum. Look at Mom, y'all. She like an infant. She was trying to fight that sleep. Trying to stay over there in the...
I'm fixing to do it now.
Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. Time to go get some breakfast. Good morning, y'all. I'm still plain Jane, but I don't care. Natural hair, natural face. That's what we do. Me and Mom are getting ready to go get us something to eat. By the way, we're staying at the Holiday Inn Express. That's where we're at. We've just been enjoying ourselves, just R&R, relaxing, chilling. Just really been enjoying it, really have. So we finna go get something to eat, and we got something else to do later on today. Ta-ta! Outfit of the day. Ladies, what you got to say? Outfit of the day. Ladies, what you got to say? Okay, y'all, I've got a cheese omelet, turkey, sausage, gravy over biscuits. This is a Cinnabon, apple and cranberry juice, and coffee. Mom's doing cereal, banana, turkey sausage, and a bagel. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tanya Lady T. Mom, and I are just chilling on the couch, talking, thinking, blessing, thanking God. And I just want her to talk real quick. You know, she don't want to. She ain't camera ready.
No,
because we getting ready to cheat. Yeah.
I have flat, matted, sleep rings on face, but my voice is ever so velvet.
Oh gosh. But y'all, seriously though, the trip has been an awesome trip. And I was just sitting here talking to Mom. I said, oh, I want to cut the camera on and just talk to y'all just briefly about sowing seeds into your future. And y'all know I had to be dramatic and leave the suspense, but y'all will find out at the end of the video while we're here. And again, just to, when you're believing God for anything, when you have wrote a vision to make it plain, when you trust and step out on faith so that God can open up doors and windows, you just have to do what you have to do. You have to make the sacrifice, and you have to put the work in. And anyway, I was just asking Mom if she could just speak on, you know, sowing seeds into your future. And what's your words of wisdom on that?
Well, sowing seeds is, you know, just real plain and simple. You have to sow seed for growth. Without seed, there's no growth. Which simply means you have to put something into whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to make more money, then you got to take more risk. If you're trying to encourage somebody, you got to give them some words of wisdom. So you have to plant the seed in order for there to be a growth. And then once you plant the seed, you have to water it, and that simply means you have to keep encouraging and inspiring and taking chances and making sacrifices in order for that dream to come true. And you have to step out on faith, because until you do those things, faith without work is dead. So you can sit around and talk about this, that, and the third, what you're going to do for yourself or for someone else, but until you step out and actually plant a seed and water it with some encouragement, there will be no growth. There's just absolutely no growth. And you know, we plant seeds in all different kinds of ways. We plant them in our children and our friends. And we have to even plant seeds within ourselves. Like the Word of God says in Habakkuk, write the vision and make it plain, so that anyone that passes by will be able to grasp it, which simply means if you have something you want to do for yourself in life, then you got to plan it out. You got to start working toward it. You got to start making some sacrifices toward it, so that that plan or that vision or that dream comes to fruition. Again, faith without work is dead. If you can talk about it till the cows come home, but until you make that move and make that commitment and make that sacrifice and yield yourself and become committed, there is no growth without the seed planting. Yeah. That's basically, I mean, you know, it sounds, I don't want to make it sound oversimplified, and of course we know we have to do all those things, but it's just like, if you ever paid attention at any point, especially in higher education, when you get to high school, you talk about show, do, tell, and you got to follow up on it. So all that goes into it. You got the who, what, when, where, and how. You got to put all of that into growth. And again, until you do those things, you're not going to see, you might see a few things, because some things just happen by, you know, just because the day changed, some things will progress and change. But if you want that real growth, that lasting growth, of course you got to trust God for it. And that's the way we want our lives to grow, by trusting in God and doing, you know, taking those steps and following those biblical principles. So if you got somebody that you're encouraging, know that you're going to have to put something in order to help that person reach that next step, or for yourself for that matter. And like Tanya said, as far as what we're doing here, all this will come together and make a whole lot more sense.
Yep. And you know what? When you know that you're sowing into good ground, and people are sowing into you, and this is for anybody in whatever you're doing in life, it's so important to write that vision down, structure yourself, plan it.
You gotta plan. Plan.
And be not anxious for anything, but to just work it, see it, breathe it, work it, and it'll all come together. And just be patient in the process.
Right.
Just be patient
in the process. It's about, when you're doing things right, it's about the order of things. And you know God is a God of order. You have to do things in order.
Yes.
Right, and in order.
So anyway, I just wanted to get Mom's perspective. Y'all always hear me jaw jacking, because y'all know I love to jaw jack. So anyway, love y'all. God bless, and may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye.
Have a blessed night.
Good night, y'all. All will be revealed tomorrow on where we are and why we're where we are. Anyway, good night. Love y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all already know. Look at the aftermath. Look at the aftermath. Who is this, y'all?
It's been fun.
Yeah.